All right, hello everyone. Welcome to another video today. I am doing another Lions 7 round mock draft. And, I think it's pretty interesting that I have a lot of Lions fans on my page. I decided to do a Lions 7 round mock draft just because I wanted to try a different team. And I think part of it too is because I do live close to Detroit. I don't know why, but more people want to watch. So I'm going to give the people what they want. And if I have a lot of Lions fans watching, I'm going to give you some Lions content. Did read the comments in the last video, and I do appreciate it. I think especially the whole tight end situation. I understand it more now. If I see a tight end on the board that I like, I'm going to take him. There's one in particular that I think fits you guys perfectly. So maybe with a second round pick, just saying, may take that pick. Once again, too, it is my mock draft. I am not acting like the Detroit Lions. This is what I would do personally. So look at the board here. I mean, do I really have to say it anymore? If this is me and I am not listening to what Dan Campbell or Brad Holmes says, I'm just taking Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter, I think if you get his mind right, he is going to be an elite football player, without a doubt. Pick 18. Where's Dalton Kincaid at? No, just kidding. Think about the board here. Clyde Cansey would be intriguing, but I'm not going to take two interior guys. Nolan Smith would have been a guy I thought about. Honestly, Detroit, why don't we trade down? I'm not opposed to that idea. I just don't know if I want to trade all the way back to 31. So let's see what the Chargers offer. Let's see. Maybe we can get 239 and 156 and a 4 next year. And believe me, it's just 3 spots. So I think that's a good move. Chargers go Bijan, Van Ness to Tampa, and Kansas to Seattle. So pick 17 here. Brian Branch is a little intriguing for Detroit. It's just you guys spent a lot of money in the offseason on your defensive backfield. So unless it's a day 2 or day 3 pick, I personally do not feel comfortable with taking him. Not taking Dalton Kincaid after what I learned. Brian Brzee is a little bit intriguing to me. It's just I already took an interior defensive guy. I don't really want to take another one. I am kind of intrigued of Will McDonald though. I'm gonna go Will McDonald. He's a little bit different than how Aiden Hutchinson is as a pass rusher. I kind of view him like Trayvon Walker in some ways. I will say this though. If he is your number 2, if he's your number 2 edge rusher, I think he's solid. Pick 48. Darnell Washington was going to be my guy here. I think he would fit so well in Detroit's offense. However, he's off the board. So Detroit fans who do not want a tight end, go party down in the Motor City. Thinking about it, though, I think Steve Avila would make some sense, especially with, Graham Glasgow is okay. Halapouliot Vitae is okay, but are those just one-year Band-Aids? Could Steve Avila be your future at the guard position? I think you guys also do need a physical receiver as well. Linebacker is something I'm going to consider as well. It's just this board for linebacker sucks. I need to watch some of this Dion Henley guy. Because PFF really loves him. I guess I don't understand it, but I have not watched enough on him to have a true opinion on it. I'm going to take Steve Avila, though. And here's the thing. If anyone's going to complain about the pick, you cannot have enough offensive linemen. When one offensive lineman in your team goes down, you're kind of screwed, right? Unless you have a good person that can come and play that role. All right, pick 55. I want to get a physical receiver. I think Rashee Rice makes a lot of sense. maybe actually, could we trade back? Nope, I'm not trading that far down. So maybe we're gonna have to trade back up for Rice. What about Sidney Brown? That's a little intriguing. Is Antonio Johnson off the board? Antonio Johnson is off the board. Let's do it. Let's go Sidney Brown. I think Sidney Brown's a good football player. I do have a set. I think it was either. What do I have on Sidney exactly? It is a early second round grade on Sidney Brown. So I think getting him here is not a big issue. I do want to trade up to 72, however, and the reason why is darn it, did they say no? Looks like they said no. Rashee Rice would have been my pick, but he already got taken, so I have to look at an alternative option. What do I want to do here? I like Tyjae Spears, but you already have two solid running backs in the building. I don't want to add another one. Tanner McKee in the third round is not a terrible pick. I just think at this point, unless you get an elite quarterback prospect, just roll with Jared Goff. I will say in maybe round 5 or round 6, getting a backup quarterback would make some sense. Let's see. What do I want to do? Tucker Kraft actually, I think, would make some sense for Detroit's offense. Mike Morris actually would make some sense in the interior. I'm going to take Mike Morris, the Michigan kid. And I'll say this: we're adding a lot of guys to that defensive line and that front seven. But similarly to the offensive side of the ball, you can't have enough good, talented guys at those positions. I'm going to do turbo. I'm not waiting this long for the next pick. I'm impatient. 5th round here. Let's go for the 10th attempt at getting a good receiver. You know what? Do I just draft another Michigan guy, Ronnie Bell? Ronnie Bell is actually a guy that who's the other guy I was thinking of? Maybe I was thinking about Nico Collins. I don't know why. But I do have a Nico Collins signed jersey. That's probably why. I know we're looking for a physical guy, but it is in the 5th round. I'm going to go Ronnie Bell. Let's get another Michigan guy in the building. He went to a program that knows how to win. Unless you're playing against TCU. Ugh. I'm a Michigan fan. That loss still pains me to this day. All right, 5th round, Detroit. I don't love the tight end class, so you're not getting a tight end. How about a linebacker? Ventrell Miller. I like Ventrell Miller a lot, especially in the 5th round, too. I think that's great value. Another piece of that front seven. 3 picks left. I do want to go for quarterback. Who do I want to take here? I'm going to go Jaren Hall. I am not taking Jaren Hall a lot recently. And I will say this, though. With Dan Campbell having similarity to that Taysom Hill position, not saying you're going to run Jaren Hall at Taysom Hill position, but could it work? Maybe. We'll see. Next pick here. How about the tackle position? Let's get another guy. No, I don't want to take a tackle. I don't like the board at all. Who else do I want to think about? I mean, in the 6th round, a running back's not a terrible option. Let's go Mohamed Ibrahim from Minnesota. Ibrahim, honestly, I think this running back class is actually so good. It's you don't have a lot. You really only have Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Tyjae Spears, who are those elite level running back prospects. But you have a lot of these, day 2, day 3 guys that are definitely could work in the NFL. And potentially maybe not be a lead back, but be a very valuable running back too. And Detroit knows how valuable a running back too is. Final pick here for the Lions. Ooh, you know what? Who is your guys' kicker real quick? I kind of want to keep Jake Moody in state. Michael Bagley. Okay. Per what I just read, you guys could still be looking for a kicker. And I am giving you Jake Moody. I know everyone's gonna say, "Oh, you're a Michigan fan. You're getting a lot of Michigan players." I just think he makes sense. Michael Bagley is a mediocre kicker, and in the 7th round too, you can risk going after by far the best kicker prospect in this year's draft. Still don't understand why he was in the East-West Shrine Game instead of the Senior Bowl. So looking back at the draft, Jalen Carter. Well, I'm going to say this. This is a big front 7 draft. Ooh, PFF did not like some of my picks, though. Really, I think this is a good draft. Jalen Carter in the interior makes a lot of sense. Will McDonald as an edge rusher, a little different than how Aiden Hutchinson plays. Plus, you guys also do have James Houston, who is a valuable edge rusher for you guys as well. Steve Avila, that right guard spot is probably a 1-year Band-Aid situation right now, so Avila comes in to be the future at the right guard. Sidney Brown, I know you guys did sign CJ Gardner-Johnson, but you can't, it's a 1-year deal, right? I don't know if he's going to come back. I thought he was going to come back to Philadelphia, and he's not back there, so I can't trust him for the long term. Mike Morris at the edge rusher position. Ronnie Bell as well, back-to-back Michigan guys. Really, why do these Michigan guys not have pitchers? Like, why does Jaron Hall and Ventrell Miller and Jalen Carter have pitchers, but not these guys? That's crap. Ventrell Miller, good player at linebacker, 5th-round pick as well. Not a huge risk. Darren Hall at quarterback, potential athletic upside. Obed Ibrahim at running back, just a backup. And then Jake Moody at kicker. I think it's a good draft. Lions fans, let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching, y'all. Bye.